I usually preface my videos with this is just my opinion, but in this case, if you don't agree that Cherry Magic is a masterpiece, well, you're just wrong. As far as I can tell, Cherry Magic gets a lot of hype and praise in general, and it deserves all of that and even more. I'm just so excited for the upcoming movie, so I want to talk about all the things I love in the series. I think in general, I'm pretty biased towards Japanese BL series and movies, especially those that were adapted from mangas. It's just my preference, and when it comes to acting, compelling characters, good pacing, and heartfelt storylines, Japanese BLs just know how to do it right, and I just love them so much. Also, maybe because I'm a not straight 20 something kinda adult, I get more attached to LGBTQ stories set in workplaces that have older main characters. It makes me think that I'd love to have something like that as I get older. Also, I've seen some cherry magic slander and I am not here for it. You're telling me that you're not gonna acknowledge the greatness that is cherry magic just because it doesn't have a kiss scene? Like, what? Are you out of your mind? Now, going back to cherry magic and why I think it's a masterpiece. Even though this whole show is about Adachi's magic, the most unbelievable thing for me here is that he's 30 years old. Like, what? Adachi is spacey and clumsy. He's very self conscious and has low self esteem. He's always nervous and has only one brain cell. He would never act on his thoughts and feelings. And Adachi just running away from his problems is such a mood.
情けない。
どうした冷えたかあったかいの飲むか
He's kind of a pushover and covers for his senior's work in the company, but he's a really good guy and cares a lot about others. Like when he gets the push that he needs from his magic, he gains the confidence to more actively help others as much as he wants. And I just love the way he gay panics. I feel bad for laughing because my guy is really struggling, but it's just so cute and endearing. The actor really did so well in portraying Adachi's personality. He's good at everything, and he's just built different. Also, he invented pining. And that eye smile, even Adachi said it's blinding. And I don't want to keep saying it, so I'll just address it here. But all of Kurosawa's fantasy/imagination scenes are just too much for me. I just physically cringe, and the second-hand embarrassment is so real, I just can't. Also panicked ke, but amped up to 100. He's one of those people who's good at giving advice to others, but sucks at dealing with personal problems. Also, his friendship with Adachi is so cute. They're so similar in so many ways. Sometimes it feels like they share the same brain cell. And I just love the way they give each other advice, encouragement, and push each other to be better and come out of their shells. Also, them and their introvert problems. I feel you guys. He is so cute. I actually felt a connection to his character. It's really admirable when people choose to pursue their own passion, no matter how hard and hopeless it may seem. It may be unrealistic for some, but I don't know. I just have huge respect for people like him. Sir, I am rooting for your success, and it's not lame to take your passion seriously. Also, he's the youngest, but the only one who has actual brain cells in the series. He's the only one who knows about relationship and has experience. And we'll talk more about them when we get to their relationships. And now onto the side characters. He's so dumb and oblivious. I really love him. He's one of those people that makes you want to work hard because you see them so excited and passionate in everything that they do. He just sometimes comes off kinda too much, but he's a really nice guy. He's always so energetic, and just watching him makes me feel so tired on behalf of him, but he's just too cute. He supports his friends as much as he can, and he's willing to fight for them. I love him. He tries his best in everything, and just like what Adachi said, he's amazing for finding new goals and dreams when he decided on giving up some. Rokkaku is the best boy, and he needs more appreciation. But also, how can a person be so dumb and so smart all at the same time? He's Adachi and Kurosawa's honorary work child. And I really love the spin-off episode about him. It was so funny. Okay, first of all, I love her so much. A moment to appreciate good female characters in BLs. Female characters in BLs are usually either really mean to break up the main couple or they overly ship the main couple. And Fujisaki's character here in the show is different from the manga, and I appreciated that change. This might be an unpopular opinion, and it's just my preference, but I don't really like characters like this. It's not that funny or relatable for me. It sometimes feel kinda degrading that female characters are reduced to this. I feel like fujoshis have a bad connotation to it, and this whole topic needs a conversation of its own. And the usual portrayal of it in shows are just not that good. They usually border on being annoying and actually crossing boundaries in others' privacy. I mean, I get it. As a fan of this type of content, it's cute to ship guys in shows, and it's cute to see them together. But sometimes the portrayal of female characters feels like a caricature, or an over-exaggeration, or sometimes even mockery. I'd rather have a female character that supports the main couple respectfully, and having an actual personality with motivations and goals. And I just love Fujisaki's character a lot. Also, I love that the show explicitly says that Fujisaki isn't interested in romance, and how in our society it's so normalized that being in a relationship is such a big deal and something that everyone should have. I was so ready to fight for her. I'ma throw hands, please. How dare you talk to her like that? Bitch, go to hell. And her and Adachi's friendship is just so precious. It's so funny that when Adachi first misunderstood that Fujisaki liked him, he instantly recognized that he felt nothing about it. Also, the way that they're really comfortable around each other, and them helping each other with work. They're really, really cute. And she is the number one low-key Adachi and Kurosawa supporter. I'm rooting for you, ma'am. I hope your studies are going well and you deserve all the happiness in this world. Now, let's talk about Adachi and Kurosawa's relationship progression as we go through episode by episode. Can I just say that I went through so much emotions in episode 1? I was immediately invested in the story and their characters. It's such a good first episode, and you can already sense that it's gonna be a really great show. You immediately see low-key signs of Kurosawa liking Adachi. He was immediately worried when Adachi tripped, and I'm assuming he offered to take the stairs just to be with Adachi, or maybe it's just a kinda silly but cute small talk. And the actual reveal that Kurosawa has a crush on Adachi in the elevator. And Adachi's first instinct was to think that he's just delusional, instead of believing that, someone might actually like him. It was kinda funny but also kinda sad. I feel like the whole elevator thing kinda encouraged Kurosawa to try and talk to Adachi more. I was actually so tempted to add the elevator as one of the supporting characters in this series. Their relationship progress really felt so natural and genuine. It all started with Kurosawa having a crush on Adachi, which we'll learn more about in the latter episodes, and Adachi having genuine admiration towards Kurosawa, a completely opposite person compared to him. And this might just be me looking into things too much, but Adachi knows so much about Kurosawa, and you kinda think that, maybe is he kinda interested in him and he's just mistaking his interest as admiration? Adachi's kinda sus. Going back, Adachi is fairly okay with casual conversations, but when it comes to Kurosawa's thoughts about being attracted to him, he just doesn't know what to do. He panics and runs away, which makes sense for his personality. He just can't believe that someone likes him, and when he hears Kurosawa's reasons why, it's all just very overwhelming for him.
足立、自己評価低すぎ。いっつも周りの空気読んで一歩後ろに引いてて、朝も人にエレベーター譲ったり、先輩の仕事を押し付けられても嫌な顔しないで、本当はめっちゃ優しくていいやつで、それに仕事は丁寧にきちっとこなす。そういうところが俺は。
And now that Adachi is fully aware of Kurosawa's feelings towards him, he just becomes overly self-conscious and overthinks everything. It's so funny how his magic is still kinda useless. He can read others' thoughts but still doesn't know how to act and what to say in response to everything that's happening. Also, help Kurosawa, he literally froze. Bring him back to Earth, please.
Kurosawa?
And Kurosawa really is an acts of service kind of guy. He gave coffee to Adachi and helped him with his work more than once. And now he's cooking for Adachi. And his research, he is so whipped. And him teasing Adachi, please, he's gonna have a heart attack.
いや、それは悪いので。
冗談だって。
I also appreciated that they pointed out that Adachi's inexperience is what's making him worried about Kurosawa's feelings towards him. It has nothing to do with Kurosawa being a guy, and that he'd still feel anxious even if it were Fujisaki-san who liked him. Adachi recognizes that Kurosawa is a genuinely good guy and an amazing person overall. He just doesn't know what to do, and taking Tsuge's advice, he decides to just ignore Kurosawa's feelings and just treat him as a colleague. But then, this happened.
俺たちは同期。これ以上でもこれ以下でもない。黒沢本人もこう言ってるし、それでいいんだよ。
ほら。
ありがとう。ごめん。
大丈夫大丈夫。一応順番あるから、私それ持ってて。
うん。
もらってくれた。よかった、役に立てて。もっとこうしとけばよかったな。どんな形でもいい。足立に会いたい。声が聞きたい。できれば笑ってほしい。これ以上は足立も望んでない。そばにいられるなら俺は同期でいい。
A moment to appreciate Kurosawa's earnest and pure feelings. We love to see healthy relationships, but also the angst. Adachi is very thoughtful for admitting that yeah, it would be kinda selfish to just benefit from Kurosawa's help, but then just ignore him and act oblivious to his feelings. He finally gave this possible relationship a chance and asked Kurosawa out for dinner. I feel like a proud mom. We're also proud of you.
Adachi?
あのさ。
うん。
ちょっと飯でも行かない？
And my favorite side character, the elevator, is back. And due to unfortunate events, their date was postponed. And Adachi's back to panicking. I'm so sorry, Kurosawa. Adachi just needs a lot more courage than usual. And I just love this scene so much. Kurosawa being respectful and them actually having a conversation and proper communication about their feelings and what happened. Even in this scene, the relationship and the characters' personalities are so healthy and respectful. We love to see it. I'm so tired of seeing tropes like using drinking as a plot device to force the main characters to kiss or characters forcing themselves onto the other person. Cherry Magic said consent is important, and we stan. I'd rather have a heartfelt conversation instead of a forced kissed scene.
そりゃそうだよな。やっぱり 嫌だよな普通。男となんて。な。ごめんな、好きになって。
嫌じゃなかったよ。
adachi？
そう、嫌じゃなかった。いや本当俺見た通りモテねえし、キスどころか誰とも付き合ったことないっつうか。それですっげえ緊張したっていうか、ビビっただけで。だからつまりお前が何か反省したりとか落ち込むこととかないから。
そっか。じゃあなおさらよかった、俺がファーストキスじゃなくて。
違う違う、そうじゃなくて。
え？
だからつまり嫌じゃなかったよ、お前のキス。
They really baited us with this one, but I'm not mad that they didn't actually kiss. And Kurosawa said that they'll just take their time. I know that at this point, adachi panicking is just a normal thing, but I laughed so hard at this for so long, it's embarrassing. And these two. I was so worried about their heads. The gays are so dumb. Please help us. We already know that in general, Adachi's hesitant to take things further because of his inexperience, but here we see more of his reasons. He's also insecure of how huge the difference is between him and Kurosawa. And he feels like he doesn't deserve him in a way, and that eventually Kurosawa might get disappointed in him the more they get closer. I love that they showed that Kurosawa isn't perfect either. Just like Adachi, he's also overthinking everything about every interaction with Adachi, that maybe he's too overbearing or becoming annoying. But at the end of the day, he just really cares a lot about him. And as cheesy as it may sound, everyone just becomes kinda dumb when it comes to love. And the way that he got so happy just from Adachi taking him.
よかった無事で。
It's established from the start that Adachi is a scaredy cat. That's like his personality. So him changing and becoming more courageous and confident as the series progressed is such a great way of showing how much his magic gave him the push that he needs to grow and become a better person. He looked so happy and fulfilled when he was able to help Kurosawa. We're also proud of you, Adachi. Boyfriends supporting each other. Also, the gays are so dramatic. Not Adachi walking in the rain because he saw Kurosawa with a girl. And Adachi finally realizing that the reason why he feels so uneasy is that he doesn't want Kurosawa to stop liking him.
一人で帰るから。
途中で倒れたらどうすんねん、無理すんなって。
無理なんかしてねえよ。
何怒ってんだよ。
別に怒ってなんか。 なんで俺は怒ってんだ？黒沢と元カノがいるのを見てずっとモヤモヤしてたわけがやっと分かった。俺は黒沢の気持ちが変わるのが寂しいんだ。
全然大丈夫じゃないだろ。
We all need to thank Kurosawa's sister for this huge development. Thank you for your service, ma'am, and I hope you have a nice day.
冷えてきたんじゃないのか。
え？
早くベッド。はい。
黒沢。
何ドキドキしてるんだ俺は。足立は病人なんだぞ。もっと体をいたわれ。
え？
あ、ごめん。
And I can't believe that Adachi actually insisted that Kurosawa can stay in his house for the meantime. Like, is this real? But then he immediately panicked when the realness of it sank in, and I was like, okay, that's more like it. Stay strong, Adachi. And Kurosawa actually pulling Rokkaku away from Adachi with all his strength is the funniest thing. I am so sorry, Rokkaku. Rokkaku is so oblivious, and seeing Kurosawa having a mental breakdown is so funny. Help him, please. Jealousy is also a common trope, but I love that here, Kurosawa isn't being, aggressive and being out of line. It's all just cute and harmless, and he actually acknowledged that he's being kinda petty. And Adachi saying that Kurosawa is kinda cute for this, please. And a moment to appreciate the show's cinematography, the yellow and the blue lighting difference between Adachi and Kurosawa. Kurosawa is literally in the dark, feeling guilty, ashamed, conflicted, and hiding from Adachi who's in the light. It's just heartbreaking that Kurosawa is feeling so guilty just because he wants to be closer to Adachi and wants to be in a relationship with him. Liking someone is such a normal thing, and it's just sad that Kurosawa feels that it's wrong to like Adachi. Kurosawa was so out of it the whole day, he just doesn't know what to do. And Adachi actually noticed that there's something wrong, and he was really worried about Kurosawa, and he didn't want Kurosawa to feel bad because of him. And now, finally, the confession scene.
もう止めてもらわなくて大丈夫。
でもまだお姉さんが。
これ以上一緒にいるのしんどいんだよ。
え？
俺お前のこと好きなんだ。
The tension, the angst, and the nerve, the audacity to end the episode here. Y'all deserve jail for this. Okay, on to the next episode.
少し前まで近くにいれればそれでいいって思ってた。でも近くにいたら欲が出た。同期としてとか友達としてとか。ごめん、やっぱり忘れて。俺もそうするから。どうしても気持ち伝えたかっただけだから。自分勝手でごめん。
There's just too much angst. I'm actually crying. And can we talk about the acting? I felt it. The pain, the longing, his genuine feelings, clinging onto the tiny hope that maybe, just maybe, Adachi feels the same way about him. And I felt the pain under that smile, pretending that everything's fine. Especially this scene. Actor of our generation, I've never seen better acting. That sigh of relief that he was able to let out years worth of feelings towards Adachi, but also the pain from that rejection. And the realization that he just needs to accept that and try to go back to how things were before. God, he really made me cry. What an amazing actor. And I was screaming, bitch, run after him. Then he actually says that he should, but asked after that, then what? And I was like, you got the point, but still, just do something, please. We're all not okay. I went through so much emotions in this episode. Can you tell how much I'm attached to this show? Okay, let us all calm down. And now we get the flashback. And we get to see how Kurosawa's feelings for Adachi started. And can I just say, you can really tell that Kurosawa's character is so well written. Like, on surface, he's a perfect guy. It's like he's got everything in life. Like, what could he be struggling with? But still, the more you get to know him, you can't help but empathize with his character. It's so easy to say that other people got it worse, but Kurosawa is such a genuinely good guy, and you just feel for him. His struggles felt real and valid, not superficial and shallow. And that scene made me so uncomfortable. I was so mad and frustrated. That made me so upset, ma'am. Please go to hell. I hope you lose your company and go bankrupt, and you deserve actual jail for this. Kurosawa overcompensates through his work so that people won't just reduce him to just someone with good looks. I can't imagine how degrading that must feel when people only see you as that and you just lose all your confidence and self-worth in situations like that. And he actually deserves credit for all of his hard work in their company. And Adachi is the sweetest, actually reminding Kurosawa how great of a person he is, and telling him that it's okay to not be perfect, because he's already pretty great, just the way he is, and that imperfect side of him doesn't make him less of a person. Adachi is someone who actually sees Kurosawa not just for his face, but all of him as a person. His kindness, reliability, efforts, and hard work. And that must have been so assuring for Kurosawa. This scene is just the best, and it gave me so much warmth and feels. Now you kinda understand how and why Kurosawa fell for Adachi.
大丈夫か？
And the realization that Kurosawa has liked him for so long. He has liked Adachi for 7 years. 7 years. That fact made everything more heartfelt and painful. The angst from the previous scenes got stronger. Like 7 years. Kurosawa really invented pining. During that 7 years, he really made sure not to make Adachi feel uncomfortable. He was never pushy nor possessive. His feelings were so genuine. My heart just hurts. And going back to the present. Just when you thought Kurosawa's confession scene just really hits, Adachi's response just hits harder. Words can't give justice to all the feels from this scene, so I'ma just play it. And let's all cry together.
黒沢といるとびっくりすることもあるけど、気づいたら笑ってて、一緒にいるのが心地よくて、そんな時間も悪くないなって思えて、そういう理屈とか抜きで俺黒沢が好きだ。返事遅くなってごめんだけど、でもこれが俺の気持ち。
I just love this episode so much, and this is probably my most favorite episode from the show. It's just perfect. I have no words, just incoherent screaming. And it wouldn't be cherry magic if Adachi didn't gay panic, so it's here and we love to see it. That awkward, heart-fluttering feeling of a new relationship, they really captured it so well, and you get all tingly and you feel all the butterflies from this scene. It's just really cute. Kurosawa is so mean. Adachi is gonna have a heart attack from this. Help him.
みたいな。
ごめん、意地悪しすぎた。
Also, the gays are so obvious. My face hurts from smiling too much. And Fujisaki knowing what's up. And their first date, that was interrupted by Tsuge. Kurosawa's reaction upon seeing Tsuge and Adachi was so funny. We have another mental breakdown moment from him, but then Adachi's reaction is even funnier.
ああ、違うんだ。これは違うんだ。
And we love a supportive boyfriend. He knew that Tsuge is Adachi's close friend, and he decided to help Tsuge even though him and Adachi were supposed to have a date. And he even just introduced himself as Adachi's colleague when he noticed that Adachi was feeling hesitant about what to say. And this whole scene, it's so cheesy and I loved every second of it. And they're actually flirting. Like, the audacity. Can y'all believe this is happening?
なんだよそれ。
いや、黒沢人の心読めるんじゃない？
まさか。
Side note that this was supposed to be a serious moment, and I was actually so mad at this guy, but I laughed so hard when he called Kurosawa old man. Sir, please, how dare you? But also that was so funny. I'm so sorry for laughing, Kurosawa. And Adachi's character arc this episode is just so nice. At first, he thinks that everything is too much and that dating is kinda stressful and there's just so much to think about. But as their date progresses, he slowly realizes that it's kinda nice having someone and that he's happy to be with Kurosawa. And he even told Tsuge that Kurosawa is his boyfriend.
あのさ俺黒沢と付き合ってるですだからってのも変だけどとにかく頑張れ
Just Adachi and Kurosawa making us feel single.
足立昨日コントローラーの上で寝ちゃってたもんな。
うわマジかよ今撮った絶対撮ったろ消せって
やだ
もう消せよ
やだ
Aside from the magic helping Adachi, Kurosawa is a big part of Adachi's character growth. Kurosawa gives him the courage and encouragement that he needs. Knowing that he has Kurosawa's support makes him feel like he can also do anything he put his mind to. And seeing Adachi actually say that to Kurosawa is so heartwarming. There's just nothing better than being with someone who motivates you to become a better person.
さっきかっこよかったって言ってくれたけどもしそうなら多分いや絶対に黒沢のおかげだから今なら俺ちょっと頑張れる気がするちょっと黒沢人見てる
もうずるいこれ以上好きにさせてどうしようって言うんだよ
俺こいつのことめっちゃ好きかも
This whole opening sequence is just so embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about it. But also not Adachi admitting that it would be okay as long as it's Kurosawa. Also, I want to scream about them wearing matching clothes. And Kurosawa just casually hanging out at Adachi's place is such a normal thing now. And seeing everyone cheer for Adachi is so heartwarming. We love to see it, but I also kinda get how it can put pressure on Adachi. And as usual, Kurosawa is there.
デートの練習だよ。
I love that they actually addressed Kurosawa always thinking too much about making everything perfect for Adachi. Sometimes he gets too caught up with what Adachi wants that he sometimes forget to just be in the moment and just enjoy being with him.
俺は黒沢と一緒に楽しいことしたい。俺ばっか楽しませてもらうんじゃなくて、黒沢も楽しくなきゃデートの意味ないと思うし、俺といる時は黒沢には楽しんで笑っててもらいたい。
And I love seeing Adachi being more open and initiating the date and the conversation. I love that they actually talked about their thoughts and feelings. We love proper communication.
たまには俺にも甘えてよ。完璧な黒沢も好きだけど、俺の前ではもうちょっと肩の力抜いてほしい。
だって足立に嫌われるのは嫌だし。
嫌いになんねえよ。
本当に？
当たり前だろ。
ハンバーグ黒焦げでも引かない？
作れる方が尊敬するよ。
いびきうるさくても？
俺のがうるさいし。
朝起きて鼻毛出てたら？
それもいや、それはちょっとんだよ、人が真剣に話してんのに。
ごめんごめん。
And you can feel the conflict slowly creeping up. I'm already so stressed. We're in the penultimate episode, and I'm just scared the whole time because I know that something bad is gonna happen. But we're starting with the fun stuff first. Also, Adachi and Kurosawa just flirting in front of our salads.
俺も頑張るわ。デートを楽しむために。
何？もう一回言って。
今絶対聞こえてたろ。
もう一回言って。
やだって。
もう一回。
やだ。
お願い。
But seriously, Adachi and Kurosawa's relationship just feels so real and special. I guess because we don't just see them having cute moments or having a date, but we also see them actually dealing with life. And that's just how it is with real relationships. They're so involved in each other's lives that it's just automatic for them to consult each other, work together, and show support whenever one of them is going through something. And I really get Adachi's conflicting feelings. It's so easy to think that this magic is just a perk, and it's just luck that he happened to hear the president's thoughts, and he might as well use it. It's not like he's hurting anybody. But it's just more proof of Adachi's kindness that he actually feels bad and guilty over doing something like this. This doesn't feel like honest work to him. We all know that he's an overthinker, and it just breaks my heart to see him discredit himself so much. I mean, the magic really helped him, but he has been a genuinely good person from the very start, and the magic would have been useless if he didn't do anything about it. But he actively chose to use it for good and actually help people. He has changed and have grown so much as a person, and he deserves all the love and support that he's getting. And I just hate seeing him think too lowly of himself.
今魔法の力がなくなるのが怖い。魔法なしじゃ 黒沢とうまくいかないかもって。こんなのおかしいだろ。こんな一緒にいる資格ないだろ。もうどうしたらいいか分かんないんだよ。
Him saying that he's afraid that things wouldn't work out if he lost his magic just hit so hard because we all know that Kurosawa fell for him even before he had the magic, and Kurosawa would love him all the same even without it. And you just know that Kurosawa would believe Adachi in a heartbeat, and he would take him seriously because that's just how kind he is. Even until the end, he still thought of what's best for Adachi. I can't even imagine the heartbreak that Kurosawa must have felt upon realizing that maybe he had been causing Adachi pain from all of this. He just wants him to be happy, even if that means not being in his life anymore.
もうここでやめておこうか。わかった。
Nothing hurts more than seeing Kurosawa smiling through the pain. I hate it here. Rewatching episode 11 really reminded me why I don't rewatch this episode. I usually just skip it because it's too stressful and sad for me. Everything's back to normal, but we all know that Adachi is not okay. Even Arabe-san noticed it, even the onigiri guy. Everyone cares about him, and we're all worried for him. And our best girl, Fujisaki, coming through. I love how she noticed that something's wrong, but she never pried when Adachi didn't open up about it. And she just supports in any way that she can. I love her so much.
誰といるとかいないとか恋愛するとかしないとか全部その人の自由だけど何を選ぶにせよ自分がその自分を好きでいなきゃそうじゃないとどんな答えを出しても相手も納得できないんじゃないかな。
And our unhinged bestie. Even Rokkaku came through. Everyone just wants them to be happy. And this advice couldn't have said it better.
魔法などなくてもいくらでもつながれる。間違ってもまた話せばいい。そうやって相手のことを知っていけばいいんだ。自分の心にもちゃんと触れてみろ。気持ちに魔法は関係ない。結局自分がどうしたいかだ。
I don't think I have to say anything. It's just the best ending, and I loved every second of it.
やっぱり黒沢と一緒にいたい。魔法がなくなっても何回間違えてもその度に黒沢のことを知っていきたい。
好きだよ足立。
Also, the fountain pen is such a fitting gift for the both of them, and I love its meaning. And y'all really deserve jail for this.
じゃあ今何考えてる？
なんだよそのクイズ。
They don't really get mentioned that much when people talk about cherry magic, but I like them. They were cute. I appreciated how their relationship differed from Adachi and Kurosawa. In this case, Tsuge immediately lost his magic, and you see how that affects his relationship with Minato. And there, I thought Adachi was the embodiment of gay panic, but then, this guy exists. And yes to cats bringing gays together. The second-hand embarrassment is so real. Tsuge reacts to Minato just like how I react to cherry magic. I know that desperate times call for desperate measures, but Tsuge really took that to another level. Like, sir, you know that you can just talk to him, right? And like, ask for his number or something. He really wasted all that money, but I guess good for Udon. Also, sir, please calm down. You're kinda creepy. But they're really cute. They're actually really cute. Tsuge gets so excited about Minato's passion, which is dancing, and he's really supportive. And Tsuge was so ready to fight this bitch for belittling Minato. He's a little unhinged, but he has his own way of showing his support, and he's really sweet. And him kneeling and saying sorry with all his might is just iconic. We stan. And this line.
2度目の土下座をしてきたところだ。
え？
この前はすみませんでした。
出た土下座。
くだらないプライドより港を失う方が怖いと思ったからな。
There's just so much to love about the show. It had the right balance of comedy, angst, sweet moments, and emotional scenes, while still being realistic and grounded. And I'd never get tired of saying how much I appreciate the portrayal of healthy and respectful gay relationships. All the characters were so well written, as well as their dialogue. They're all so likable, and you just root for all of them. And the actors did such an amazing job. Also, 10 out of 10 rewatchability. I still get all the same feels no matter how many times I've watched it. And I'm really looking forward to the movie. The teaser photos already looked so good. And I'm just really so excited to see all of the cast again.